You are welcome to this channel. Don't forget to like, to share, and also to subscribe to our channel. In the news, Tinubu's acclaimed schoolmate, neighbor, was a 13-year-old when president finished at Chicago Varsity. As ex-VP questioned president over ties with alleged arms dealer, Nigerians have faulted President Bola Tinubu's claim that Belarusian businessman Alexander Zingman was his schoolmate at Chicago State University (CSU). It will be recalled that Tinubu, during the launch of the Renewed Hope Mechanization Program in Abuja on Monday, referred to Zingman as a very good friend and neighbor during his time at CSU. The president during the event said, "My dear very good friend, the story must be clear here. Alex Zingman, who are you? Thank you. How are you? Thank you and congratulations. To all of you, Alex was my very good neighbor and went to the same school with me in Chicago. Never did we dream that I would be in this position as the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and that Alex will be a successful businessman from Belarus to bring about a very successful collaboration and bilateral relationship that will promote economic prosperity for the future of our two countries. I believe our university will be very proud that we are doing this here today." However, less than 24 hours after Tinubu's remarks, Nigerians have come out to knock the president, saying his acclaimed schoolmate and neighbor was just 13 years old when he, Tinubu, was in Chicago University, as he claimed, according to documents being shared on social media. Zingman was 13 years old in 1979, the year Tinubu claimed to have graduated from the university. Speaking on the matter, former Vice President Atiku Abubakar described Tinubu's comment as highly questionable, pointing out that Zingman would have been too young to attend university at the time Tinubu claimed to have studied there. Atiku, who spoke through his media office, also raised fresh concerns over Tinubu's association with Zingman, citing multiple international media reports linking the businessman to questionable transactions in Africa's mining sector and arms trade. Mr. Alex Zingman, a Belarusian businessman whose name features prominently in controversial dealings across Africa, including allegations of arms trafficking and financial improprieties in Zimbabwe and the Republic of Congo, is listed in various reports as being born in 1966. The statement reads, "By the year 1979, when President Tinubu claims to have graduated from CSU, Mr. Zingman would have been only 13 years old. Are we now to believe that the Guinness Book of Records missed the story of a 13-year-old Belarusian protege graduating from an American university alongside Bola Ahmed Tinubu?" Atiku also challenged the president to explain how he reportedly presented a certificate dated 1970 from Government College, Lagos, an institution founded in 1972, to gain admission into Richard Daley College in 1973. Well, the matter between Atiku and President Tinubu boils down to political vendetta and unnecessary hatred because of politics between both of them. And looking at it from that perspective, one may not really want to take Atiku Abubakar seriously. But then, on another ground, of course, coming from a neutral point of view, if the so-called man is 13 years old, because I don't know the source of the verification of the age of the Belarusian man, maybe he's been investigated or not, but let's even agree with the so-called 1966 that the man was born and he is 13 years old at the time the president was graduating. Of course, we demand, the president to explain that the situation to all and sundry. But then, while we're even asking for that, we want to also ask another question about what has that got to do with the launching or the economy or the growth of Nigeria. If the issue at hand is the fact that the so-called Belarusian man, Mr. Zingban, has been linked with different arms dealings in some different parts of the world, especially in Africa. At least Zimbabwe was mentioned, of course, and we felt that, oh, that may be a threat to the country. We need to know, and the president needs to be careful even to associate with such a person. But in the long run, as the man, of course, has he been convicted at any point in time? Because it's easier to allege somebody. But there and then, at the end of the day, when they go to court, they are discharged and acquitted. And in this situation now, this man is from Belarus. He's not a Nigerian, neither is he an African. But whatever the situation, whatever the case, of course, well, we don't want a situation whereby what Mr. Atiku has already dug out will become a truth, such that the president will now be lying on what we already know. Very, very important. But then we are also particular about the singular fact that whether the man went to the same school with the president or not, or whether they are from their neighbors or not, it has nothing to us. It had nothing to us. He's just talking about the relationship between himself, that's the president, and the man. What is important to us in Nigeria is the economy, is the issue of security. And if at all the man will be useful, of course, in terms of securing arms and ammunition legally, of course, why can't the president also leverage on his friendship with the man and then do the needful? But it's unforgivable for the president to come out openly to come and tell us that a 13-year-old man, a boy, was his own roommate and classmate or college. I wouldn't know whether they're in the same class anyway, but schoolmate, let's put it that way, as at 1979, when the man was purportedly 13 years old. Or is it that the president is talking as an alumnus to an alumnus? Probably they didn't finish the same year, neither do they know each other, in quotes now. But we don't know, because we can't be watching brief for the president, and he should be responsible for whatever utterances or statement he has made by himself. So he should be able to be the one to clear himself. And if he sees the matter as a general opposition ranting, he has every right not to, to ignore them and not to give a reply to anything that anybody is trying to say. But be it as it may, whatever may be the relationship between Mr. President and even the so-called man in charge of the uh, tractor that were supplied, what we want is a relationship that will help Nigeria. As long as the president is still representing Nigeria as a commander-in-chief of this country, he should take it upon himself to make sure that he leverage on the relationship to bring the best and to make sure our economy, especially the agriculture, is revolutionized. Keep liking, don't forget to subscribe. Make sure you also share. Thank you.